Hey, good evening, everybody. Hey, welcome to Winning Women Network. We are a division of the Unit of Prosperity. We're excited to be here tonight with you all to share with you the success stories that we're having. Some of the women of UOP are here united tonight to share with you, the success stories that we're having inside this amazing company, DS Domination. And I'm excited to be your host. My name is Keisha Bass. I have been, fortunate and blessed to earn an insane amount of money. I just won't even. It's actually pretty. I still have to pinch myself when I look into my back office and see the money that I've made, but it's only because I found myself serving a lot. Okay, so that's something I want you to know that. But we're excited to be here. I have an amazing panel of women that are here tonight that are going to share with you the success that they're having inside. Hey, Lakeisha, is that you? We are a division of Unit of Prosperity. Deidre, that's you. I'm muting you out. Okay, awesome. Someone's actually playing the Hangout, so sorry about that. But anyway, so we're gonna share with you tonight our stories of how we got to where we are. Some of us have some war stories. We got some wounds and stuff like that. But we're excited to be where we are here tonight. Thank you to to Roger Langille for creating this this company and giving us the hope that we really need. And thank you to our fearless leader Reginald Stinson, who actually started the Unit of Prosperity, and here we are today. Okay, so I'm not going to prolong the time. I'm going to move through this panel of women. They're going to tell you their stories. They're all smiling faces and stuff like that. So you ladies will just have to unmute yourselves when I call your name, tell your story, and we're going to keep this thing moving, okay? Hey, income disclaimer, we're going to mention money tonight. We're not afraid nor ashamed to mention money. So some ladies may mention some money that they're making, and we want you to know that this is not a guarantee, okay, that if you get started that you're going to actually make what they make. I know it is possible, okay, but I just want to make sure we put that out there. There's no guarantee of income here. There's no guarantee that you'll make 50 sales on eBay tonight or whatever. So just know that when you hear their stories, that it's their story. You have your own journey. You may even do better than they have, right? But it's just your story. So ladies, I was going to say gentlemen, but there's no gentlemen. Hey, but ladies, let's get this party started, okay? So I'm going to move on over to my wonderful, beautiful, smiling friend, Jen Glidden. She's right here in my middle. I'm just going to go the way I want to go, okay? So our friend Jen Glidden is here tonight. Jen, I want you to come out and tell your story, my dear, and let the world know who you are. All right.
Hey, Keisha, thank you so much for having me tonight. Great to see everyone. And if you're watching the recording, welcome. We are having an incredible time here. And I had no idea when I started back in early November. I decided to just go in for 1995 and get started, and I took action right away, and I had my first sale on eBay within 24 hours, and that was absolutely amazing to me because before that period, I'd been doing all sorts of work, and I had been struggling in numerous businesses before that, and to come across something that was so simple, that was so straightforward. I mean, I'm even going to say it is easy. All you have to do is stick with it, be consistent, and so that was my first sale within 24 hours, and since then I've been doubling my income month after month, and this month I'm on track to make $10,000. I just can't even believe how quickly it has happened. And really, it can happen this way for anyone who just dives in, commits themselves, and has, honestly, a burning desire to make it happen for you, for your family. Personally, the reason that I got into internet marketing was because I wanted to be able to have my husband home with us, you know, him being home and being able to see our brand new son for like 20 minutes at night between all the sleep schedules and work schedules and everything like that. 20 minutes with his dad is not enough. And so for me personally, that is my drive. I want us to be able to be together as a family. And this month I'm earning more than he is, so we'll make decisions as we go along. But that is absolutely a possible and practical, not just dream, but it can be our reality now. So I'm really excited because that's what's going on in our family. I'm also excited because every single day I get notes. Like just before the Hangout, I got a note from a lady who just started a week ago. She's got sales coming in like crazy, and just like me, she's so excited because it actually works. So, you know, I hear day after day my team members are, you know, connecting with me because they're having success in the business and because they want to know, you know, how do I handle this or whatever. But we're working together as a team, and it is so exciting. You know, I love working with all of you ladies here on the panel. It's just amazing. This opportunity has been incredible. It's changing lives, and I can't say enough great things about it. So thank you for having me, Keisha. It's great to be here.
Well, it's great, certainly, to have you here, Jen. I'm, you know, definitely excited about your success and stuff, and just to have you on the team. You're an amazing business partner. You're an amazing business person in general. Okay, I just totally looked up to you. I think you're just totally amazing, and I just love being on your team. Awesome. Well, thanks so much. Well, we're going to keep on moving, ladies. Okay. So, hey, let's move over here to Miss Valerie Mason, and I'm working on this camera thing, you guys. All right, Valerie, come on out.
Hey, Keisha. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Valerie Mason, and I'm a single mom in New York City. I have 2 adult children right now, and I struggled. I struggled for a very long time. I struggled personally as a single parent. I struggled trying to find a way to make more money for my family from home. And it's just been a long time journey for me. And I'm sure there are a lot of you out there like that who have been doing everything they can to make a better life for you and your family. And I was just like a lot of people who tried a lot of different things and just kept failing. Tried something else, failed again. Lost money here, lost hope there. You know, that's kind of my story. I've been looking for something to do from home for about 20 years now. And I really wish I had this back then. It would have been a much easier process for me and my family instead of, you know, I got married early, I had children early, I got divorced early, and I ended up on welfare. So if I had something like this back then, there's that sink to the bottom of the barrel where you just feel so low, where you feel so humiliated, probably could have been so avoided, or I could have gotten out of that situation a lot sooner. But I ended up on welfare with 2 kids in the projects, the whole horrible, awful statistic. But I kept trying. I kept searching. And I kept failing. But I stumbled across another business opportunity I was in a year ago. And again, you know, I was in this. I was a complete soldier. I totally believed in the products and the system, and I loved the personal development. I enjoyed the traveling, but just wasn't making any money. And this was an opportunity that required that I recruit, and I struggle. I didn't like talking to people. I felt so kind of phony reading from scripts. It just didn't settle well with me until one day the person I was in this business opportunity with introduced me to DS Domination. And it's the first time I've ever experienced success on this level before in my entire life. After 20 years of searching and hoping and struggling, finally something, just like Jen said, it just works. And it worked for me very well. From the very first month, I have to admit, I had my very first sale in about 48 hours. And no one was more surprised than I was to finally say, oh my goodness, this actually works. I don't have to recruit people. I don't have to talk to people. I don't have to do any of those things I dread doing. I can just simply list items on eBay and make money. And I continued on with this. In my first month, I did very well. And then I decided to just one more time, just try my hand at sharing the business with other people. And again, success, you know. So for someone who just didn't understand what she was doing wrong, or what would other people have that she didn't, and what was the secret for me was to not give up. I just truly had to just keep going and try one more time. And then I fell within the unit of prosperity. And I think this, you know, this is a really important aspect of the business, is who is your team. I think your team is going to determine where you go. You can work really hard, and that's great, and you should. But when you have a team that's there behind you, pushing you, encouraging you, you're going to go a lot further, because your mindset is going to change. You're going to really believe in yourself, and you're going to believe in the people who are helping you. And that's what's happened with me here on the Unit of Prosperity. So many leaders, not just Reginald Stinson, who when I see this man, I'm going to have to kiss him and say sorry to his wife second. But I owe so much to him, and not just him, but the ladies on this Hangout. I watch these women every single day. I watch what they're doing in their businesses. I watch how their teams are growing. I watch the value that they give, and it makes me want to do more. It pushes me to just be a better person. So my success has been totally, one, of course, what I do, and two, just having the team and having this environment where we don't take any nonsense, none of the negativity. We believe in you. We believe in pushing you forward, and the success is right there for you to just grab it if you're willing to just do the work and do the work and just take another chance.
Well, awesome, Miss Valerie. So, Valerie, tell me, and now I got two Valeries on the Hangout right now. So,
oh, really?
So I have to make sure I identify exactly who I'm speaking to. Miss Valerie, so when you say success, and many people, I know your story, but there may be some people that are brand new that are watching this Hangout tonight, and there may be some people who say, you know, they don't really believe us when we say you really don't have to recruit to make money. Right? They don't really believe that. So can you kind of talk about how that is absolutely true, that you don't have to recruit to make money? Tell us about your first month.
Sure, I would love to. My very first month, I took the opportunity, I took the training, which is showing you how to find items that are popular on eBay, and I did that. And within my first 30 days, just posting on eBay, no recruiting, no sharing the opportunity, no talking to anyone, I made $3,000 in profit. Total profit, not just sales, but profit. And it was all because of the training, not a single recruit whatsoever. I was at a point where I felt I was unable to recruit. I felt inferior. I felt, what could I possibly share with people? What could I say to people? I didn't want to read any more scripts. I was tired of that. So I just kind of gave up. And I'm more of an introvert. I really enjoy working alone. I enjoy doing things on my own and figuring things out. So this was like the perfect opportunity to sit down with something night after night and just put my head down and get to work. And I'm, like I said, I'm a single parent, but I work a full-time job. So I would come home at night and I would sit down at my desk, I would get to work, and I would just start listing items. I would list maybe 10, 15, 20 items a day, wherever I could, until truly I was just tired. And once I got my first sale, I just kept going. It was like a no-brainer for me. It was like, oh my goodness, I made $1 online, and let's see if it happens again. And sure enough, a couple of days later, it happened again, and then the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and it just continued. So the very first month, and not a soul recruiting, just complete eBay training. And I want to talk briefly about what happened the following month. The following month, I really thought I knew everything, and I went away from the training. I deviated a bit from the training, and I mean, not so crazily, but enough that it made a difference, because the very following month, my sales dropped, because I did something completely not told to do in the training. So it's just so important that you follow along with what the experts say, or else it will just be detrimental to you. And I didn't understand what I was doing wrong until I reviewed what I said. What am I doing differently this month? And I said, oh goodness, yes, no wonder you're not getting any sales. So if you follow the training, you don't need to recruit. You just need to stay true to yourself and the training, and then things will be completely fine.
Okay, actually I was muted. Sorry. That's okay, I was actually muted. I'm actually this is where I want to tell you that you really don't have. Although I'm very technical, I'm gonna tell you, you really don't have to be like super technical to make money.
No.
Okay, because and I like to be, open and honest. I'm really trying to sit here and figure out how to get the Hangout to do correctly, so that it like, will go to the next person when they're talking. But you know what? I just take imperfect action, so I can really get all, bent out of shape, like, oh my God, the Hangout's messing up or whatever. But ladies and gentlemen that are watching this tonight, this is what we do. We train, we take imperfect action every single day, right? And our incomes have results of that. I was not an eBay expert when I got, I'm still not an expert, so that means not even like I'm an expert now. I just, followed the training, listened to the item, and then sold it 24 hours. I was more shocked than anybody because, being in, network marketing for any amount of time, you have been through so many products that you thought were just, oh my God, this is the big one. This is it. This is it. We're gonna make millions here. And so, when you first get in, you're like, okay, really, really, Roger, I'm really about to post this item on eBay, and this thing is gonna sell, and so it absolutely works. This training works. You can hear from Valerie. I mean, Valerie Mason. So let me, first month $3,000, and she's a full time. She works full time. Okay, so she works full time, so she has time to actually do this. And single parent. I love to hear your stories. The chat box is going crazy. Okay. Because people are saying Val's story is very encouraging and motivational. Love your story. Val, you're such a rock star. Okay, I love your story. Never gets old to me. I can hear it, I can hear it. I'm sitting here, you guys. Let me tell you how awesome this girl is, and we've actually had a really close relationship because we got started around the same time, and we've gone through some struggles together, right? Yep. And Val sent me this book. So hopefully you can see it. Walt Disney World with Kids 2014. So she actually sent me this book because I'm taking my family to Disney World this year thanks to DS Domination, okay? So thanks to our wonderful company. My family would go on an all-expense-paid trip because of DS Domination, honestly. And, so she's amazing. She's an amazing person. And this is what this company will do. And, those of you who are watching tonight, your life can change too. We started out at the pro level, $20, $19.95. Yep. We all start out at that same gate, the same starting line, right? Yep. So if you're here tonight, the person who invited you, they really love you, okay, and they really want you to change your life. Yes, you becoming an affiliate, getting the training will definitely impact them financially, but it'll impact you more than it will them, okay? Honestly. So thank you, Valerie, for sharing your story. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Keisha.
All right. So now let me see if I can get the I'm hoping that the camera's fixed and now it'll just move to this next person, okay? But oh well, I'm not gonna get stuck on that. Miss Deidre, who just opened who's out here taking pictures and stuff. Why don't you come on out? You're actually muted, and hopefully I don't have to. Do I need to unmute you?
I am unmuted now.
Awesome.
Hello, good evening, great people.
Hey.
My name is Deidre Jones, and I have been in DS Domination since November, I guess you could say. And I just keep listening to all the stories of those of us who are on this panel tonight. And the one thing that means so much to me is the cohesion amongst all of us in this group. The one thing about the unit of prosperity is that we are not territorial, as Valerie said. We don't do a lot of nonsense, no negativity. It is completely poison in the pot, and there's zero tolerance for that in the group, and I really love that. We don't hoard information. We do try to help one another, and it doesn't matter what walk of life or what language you speak. There are no barriers. I just appreciate the diversity. So anyway, when I came into DS Domination, I was like number 485. And I just want to point out very quickly that we are quickly approaching 8,000. We have like 7,800 people just since November, since I came in. So anyway, when I came, I am not an internet marketer, but I have been doing network marketing for 20 plus years. And I can just tell you and go down the line, like Keisha said, about products on top of products that we just thought it was the big, okay, this really is it. This is it. This is it. So I am too a single mother of 3 sons, and they're all teenagers now. But I started this journey with my sons and I when I was divorced when I had 3 babies. They were 5 and under. And it was just me. So I've tried to do with a full-time job too, trying to do things in the background. I always had a hustle. And I used to take that in a negative way, but you know what? I don't really care what they call it now. I just know that my utilities are attached to my PayPal debit card, and that's how my utilities are paid for my house every single month. So you can call it a hustle or whatever other name you want to call it. But in my first month, I made $980 something, and I didn't know what I was doing either. I mean, I just thought, I sold things on eBay when I had to pay my daycare. And so I was familiar with taking ugly, fuzzy pictures with not so smart phones and putting them up on eBay and selling those things, and that worked. So when someone introduced me to this, I almost knew without a doubt that it was going to work. So in November, of course, as you know, it was right before Christmas time. So I thought, field day, Christmas time, put things up. But I just didn't have any idea the magnitude of putting something on eBay and something is selling maybe like 9 times. And so just imagine if you had that in your house. Well, in this business, you don't have to buy the inventory ahead of time. You don't have to worry about going to the post office if the weather's bad, which we've had a lot of bad weather. You don't have to worry about going to the post office. You just simply, put these things up. So in any case, in November, $980 some plus dollars with no attending meetings twice a week, no running all over America, driving, picking people up, having to call people. You don't have to do any of that stuff. I didn't recruit a single soul. I have, and I'm a talker. I love to talk, can you tell? So I love to talk. But in this business, can I tell you how tired I am of talking? I didn't have to talk to anyone because I have 3 kids to talk to. So I have enough talking going on. So as Valerie said, if I could just put my head down, list some items, I don't want to talk to anybody, I could do it late at night, early in the morning, whenever it fit for me. And I just appreciate not having someone hounding and asking you, okay, so what's your goal for this month? Leave me alone, leave me alone. I have my own goals. I'm going to do it the way that it fits my lifestyle. And I'm so happy to say now that, I left my full-time job so that I could be available to my 3 boys. It's only me and 1 income. Football, soccer, PTO meetings, whatever, I can do it all now. I can list things, and once I list things, it goes on its own. Income, autopilot, get it. So now it is March. I try to convey to people realistic numbers, and I think it means a lot to people to be able to put your electric, your cable TV, your cell phone bills, your braces payments. You can put those things and connect them to PayPal. That makes every difference in the world because it does not come out of your pocket. It's coming out of thin air. That's how I feel. So I really love DS Domination. And it's just such a blessing to have finally found, after 20 years, a business that actually works. And it doesn't take a long time. I mean, $20 and the return on your investment is like multiplied so many times that $500 makes a difference in the household. So anyway, that's kind of my story. So I'm very pleased to be a part of the UOP Council, and I love the 8,000 people that are coming to us, and we look forward to helping and serving every single person. So happily get back to the person who directed you to this hangout tonight, and your life will change forever.
I love it. Absolutely. That's what's going to happen, is that you're going to get started. And like Valerie Mason, who got in, and many others, okay? Actually both Valeries. I can actually speak for both Valeries. So I know the other Valerie that's here tonight, she did not plan on recruiting. And she lets me know this, right? When we connect, she's like, I had no intentions of recruiting or anything, and stuff. And so here she is tonight. So I might as well, it's a good segue into bringing her out. Here she is tonight on the Winning Women Network panel gonna tell you, what's been her story since getting involved in DS Domination and just how I probably just drug her through all this stuff that she had no intention of doing. Valerie Priester, are you there?
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Let me just put your lovely picture on. Valerie, why don't you go ahead and tell the people about your story?
Great. Well, I started from watching the awesome Keisha Bass, and I watched her for probably 4 weeks or so and watched her post all of these different things on Facebook about what she was doing and the cha-chings and, all of the craziness. And I kept saying, what is she doing? So finally one day I think I private messaged you and said, Keisha, what are you doing? And you sent me the link. I looked at it and I said, okay. And then she's right. I did tell her, okay, I have no time for recruiting because I'm a life coach and I have a full-time life coaching practice. And I said, I have no time for recruiting. I have no time to build a team because I've been through all of this. I've probably sold everything under the sun also. So I've gone down that road before, and I didn't want to go down the path again of, well, you bring in 3 people, and they bring in 3 people, and you can make this and you can make that. I didn't want to do that again. So I made it clear to her. It's like, okay, my coaching is the first thing that matters to me. It's first and foremost. So can I do this at the same time? She was like, sure, you can do it. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. So for $20, I said, okay, I'll give it a try. So I think I signed up December 6th. I think I listed like 5 items on December 7th. Actually, no, on December 6th. But I got my first sale on December 7th, less than 24 hours in. And I think I did 5 times my $20 in less than 24 hours. And so I said, oh, wow, this works. So maybe, just maybe, I should keep going. But I was looking at it from the standpoint of helping me with some of the incidental expenses to running a coaching practice. You have your website hosting, you have, all these other things that are little incidental expenses that happen every month. And I just wanted something to supplement that. And so once I came in and I realized that, I could make my $20 back 5 times over in less than 24 hours, I figured maybe this works. And so then I started posting on Facebook about what I was doing. And I remember one lady answered one of my posts and said, well, what are you doing? I want to look at it too. And I said, okay, this is what I'm doing. And I told her, and she says, oh, cool, I want to do it too. So then I was like, oh, wait, hold on. So I had to go back to the back office and figure out how do I even sign this person up, because that was not my intent at all. And so I figured it out. I signed her up, and today I think I have like 20 people on my team. Never, ever have I recruited 20 people in anything that I have done in the last 10 plus years. Never. I mean, I had one business that I was fairly successful in, but it took me probably 2 years to build a team of 25 people. So in less than 2 months, I have 20 people on my team. So I'm really excited about it. So I thank Keisha, I really do. She pushes me, and I thank her for that because I'm learning, and I'm not a network marketer. I've never done the network marketing thing online, but I'm learning every day, and I absolutely love it. So thank you so much for having me.
Whoa, that is so awesome. I didn't even realize, 20 people in
less than 2 months.
Wow, I am so floored. I'm so proud of you. Yeah, I mean, she was very clear with me, like, Keisha, I have no intentions of building a team and stuff. And we've been on the phone, and it was so funny because, just kind of giving, we were coaching about, how to go about this, and I was like, well, I'm going to tell you now, if you share it, if you say anything about it, you're building a team, right? And so I'm just excited about where you are and where you're going and stuff. So thank you for coming. That's so awesome. Yeah, she was telling so much stuff. She's like, oh my God, I think I remember when you got the person wanted to join you. You were like, how do they join? I don't even.
Right. I really had to go back and look at the training videos. I was like, I don't even know how to sign you up. Just hold on.
Right. Yeah. It was so funny. She had no idea, because that was her intention. So it was really serious, So I'm so excited to have you here tonight. So if you were here and you're invited by Valerie Priester, you're in the right place. Okay, she's an amazing leader, and I'm excited to have her on the team and stuff like that. So awesome, Miss Barbie, what are you doing over there? You actually muted, so she can unmute herself. Hey, Barbie. I just invited Barbie to come on here and hang out with me. What are you doing, girl?
I am enjoying listening to you guys. I've actually watched you guys for a few weeks, and I'm like pinching myself that I'm on the panel with you guys because I really admire you ladies a lot. You know, I can relate to so many of you guys are like awesome moms too, and so just to be in the same, you know, panel as you guys, I'm really grateful that you invited me, Keisha, so I appreciate that. So I'll just go into it, you know.
Tell me about yourself. Yeah, tell them about yourself, because I've watched you online, and I don't know, you know, I don't know if other people, they might not know who you are. I've watched you online for a little bit, so, but tell people about yourself and about your family and all that good stuff.
Yeah, well, you know, it's funny because DS Domination is kind of like, it comes full circle for me because for those of you that don't know me, I have, you know, 3 boys. I have a 13-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 7-year-old. He's about to turn 8, and I'm a homeschooling mom, you know. But when I started out online, I didn't start out homeschooling. They were much smaller, and the third one actually didn't exist when I first got started. But I actually, you know, I fired my boss like 13 years ago. I started working from home, like an at-home job, okay? But I was still trading time for money. And my youngest son started getting older, and so, you know, the job entailed me answering phone calls and stuff like that, and, you know, they would hear the baby in the background. It's like, okay, I can't do this job anymore. I have to figure something out. Like, what am I going to do? I'm going to tell you right now, if you would have stuck me in network marketing at that time, I would have, like, failed miserably, all right? But I thought, you know what? How about this eBay thing? So the irony of life is that the very first dollar I've ever made online in a business venture was through eBay, right? So I was an eBay seller many, many, many years ago. And I was doing pretty well, but here's what you don't realize in DS Domination, that from an eBay seller's point of view, is that it is so much easier to do what we're doing here, because when I was selling on eBay, I had to pony up the money up front. I had to buy merchandise. I had to spend my days listing, taking pictures, measuring, doing all these things, shipping, going to the post office. It was a lot of work. And one of the reasons, it's just so funny, one of the reasons that I stopped doing eBay was because I was like, I heard about residual income. So I was like, what's that all about? Like, I want to earn residual income. Like, I like the money now, which is great, but how do I make this residual income that keeps coming in? And that's how I got started in internet marketing, and that's how I started learning about, you know, marketing online and residual and stuff. So it's funny that this has come full circle because, you know, I've been working on different ventures in internet marketing, and I've had my ups and downs and stuff. But there's been something that's bugged me all along through my journey, and is that when I finally got the skills under my belt and I started doing well and everything like that, I realized that the majority of my team wasn't making money. So I was like, well, this residual is not happening if my team is not making money, right? Because that's how you make your residual, only if your teammates are making money and if they're having success as well, you know? So, so now my son is 13, and he's getting to the point where in a few years he's going to need to go get a job, right? So I was like, I saw DS Domination floating around a few months ago, and I was like, oh God, eBay. No, I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. You know, the first time around was too much, but then I saw moms doing it, and I saw moms doing it with their kids. So I was like, let me look at it again. So I saw the presentation, and I was like, ding, 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 ding. Okay, there's eBay, which is money now, and I don't have to recruit if I don't want to, but if I do, there's my residual. And I know that anyone can do eBay. I mean, my saying is, if you've got patience and a pulse, anyone can do this. Even my 13-year-old who started helping me, you know, and if I can keep him from working a mall job like I did when I was a kid, then, you know, that's what I'm out to do, to help him, you know. And so anyway, I started following the training, and I may be old to eBay the old school way, but I'm new to drop shipping. So I didn't know if it was going to work. I didn't know. But I followed the directions, and literally within 24 hours, I got my first sale. I was like, oh, no way. no freaking way. Like, this is actually working. Okay, let me put up some other listings, and I sold something else like the next day, and then within, you know, I've already had like 30 sales, and I started sharing it with other people, like, because I saw other people in my situation that are, you know, families that are trying to stay together, right? And, you know, families that have teenage kids, and people that are not that great at recruiting. And just like Valerie had said, I'm a little bit of an introvert, and sometimes, you know, I'm just not out there. I don't feel like recruiting. I just want to work by myself, do my thing, turn up my music, and do my listings, and that's it, you know? And for the first time ever, my team is finally duplicating. And I also attribute that to the support of the unit of prosperity. The fact that we have, I mean, at the $20 entry, okay, you've got over $2,000 worth of marketing training if you do want to become an affiliate. To me, that was like a godsend, because I've been involved in other things where, you know, unless you, like, you know, sell your car, you're not going to get the training that you need to succeed. But here, I mean, the way that Reginald has set it up, it's no wonder that when I started, I think it was, Deetra said she was number 800, or was 645, 845. I was like number 3,000, and that was on January 19th. And here we are, what, 8 weeks later, and we're almost at 8,000. That tells you something. This is duplicating, because people are making money, people have the tools, people have the environment, the coaching. I mean, it's just, I love this community so much, you know, and so. Between the affiliate side and the eBay side, I've made about $1,000 so far, which is great. And it's something that I feel like I've never really truly been 100% consistent, but with this, it's really easy to be consistent because you have everything. There's no reinventing the wheel. Follow the steps and do it daily, and I hope to be like you guys one day, you know? So I'm really excited. I think everyone should just click on that button and join for $20. You know, just the marketing training alone, my gosh, the value is incredible. So. Yeah,
definitely. Awesome. I'm so glad you're here, Barbie. And yes, yes, you are. You just, you know. I know. Yeah, you know what? And so we have a chat box, you guys, that you guys can't see, but yeah, DM posted. You're already like one of us, Barbie, and you know, and that's so true, and I was just getting ready to say that. That's how cohesive we are in the unit of prosperity. So what Barbie was talking about, our team, the unit of prosperity, you know, that's just how we think alike. Because I don't think I'm any higher just because my paycheck may be higher than others. You know what? We're all in this together. You know, you cut me, I'm bleeding blood, right? It's just the same thing. I'm putting my pants on one leg at a time, right? And everything. But I just, you know, the unit of prosperity is an amazing team. I mean, it's growing. I don't remember what number I was. Like, I may have been like, seems like I was about. I don't remember. That's so. I've seen the numbers grow so fast. I think I remember when we got to 2,000. I might have been in before we got to 2,000. So, but it has grown so fast, like they say. I mean, so just click join now, get started, and you'll be so glad you did. I would pay $20 a month just to be with these ladies. I mean, like, really, I would just pay it, you know, just to be like, you know, there's this thing called Girlfriends. There's this club that they have. I saw like the brochure for them at the Cheesecake Factory. So people want to be in a unit. They want to belong, right? So there's literally a company that you can pay to like meet up with girlfriends, right? Seriously. And so really with the unit of prosperity, I would just pay my money just to come and hang out, you know, come do the hangout, you know, hang out with Val and stuff like that, you know, just chat with Jen, you know. I would just pay my $20 just, you know, do that. So we definitely, you know, encourage you to get started. Maybe you're out, you feel like you're the Lone Ranger, right? Well, we have a team that will just push you to the next level. That's exactly what we come to do. Push you, you know, cheer you on, everything. All right. So click join now. Get started today because we got many more stories. I got more stories to go. Okay. You guys see, I got a full house. But thank you, Barbie, for coming out. I really do appreciate it. We're gonna see more of you. I just know it. I just know it. It's something about you, right? And we just connected like really on. I think it was on Friday, and I just reached out to her. I was like, "There's something about you," and didn't even know she was actually in my organization. So there's really something about you. So, so, so I'm excited. Awesome. Cool. So let's see. Man, it's so many of you ladies here. I'm looking at like, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. No, I'm just kidding. So I got see Scarlett's here with her picture up, and I got Rakaya. Rakaya just joined us. What's going on, Rakaya? You guys, this is my graphic designer. Give her a plug here. So when you see some of my graphics, this is the lady that actually makes me look good online. Rakaya, why don't you come out so we can tell them, you know, about yourself and stuff and how you got here to DS Domination.
All right.
Uh-oh, you're muted again. Turn on
Can you hear me?
music. Okay, I got you.
Okay, you can hear me. Hello, everyone. Rakaya Solicius Faye here. Oh, my goodness. All these wonderful women on the panel. I've been watching y'all online. Y'all have been killing it. So I'm like, okay. Actually, my story is a little bit different than everybody else's, okay? And I'm going to keep it 100 real with you, all right? So when I first got into DS Domination, it was back at the end of November. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't take it as serious as I should have. I really didn't. I'm like, eBay, what is this? And Keisha told me about it. And Keisha is my girl. We've been knowing each other.
Uh-oh, let's
It has to be good. I'm like, if Keisha's doing it, of course it has to be awesome. So, you know, I joined. I got in at the 1995 level. And, like, I did it. I got my first sale within a day, and I'm like, okay. And then some things happened in my family. At the beginning of January, I lost my stepfather, so I totally went offline for a while. And then I came back online, and then I saw a post from Keisha, and she was like, I made 20K, and I'm like, what? What? Oh, no. And, you know, I typed Keisha. I'm like, oh, my goodness, congratulations. I'm like, what are you doing? She said, oh, you know, she's still doing DSD. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to get in. And when I got in, I got in, okay? I got in at the pro level. I got in at the elite level. I'm at the unleashed level, and I'm about to upgrade even more. I'm about to be all in, and I got all in. And since getting all in, I mean, people have been joining my team. I've been getting sales like daily. DSD is paying my mortgage, you know. So, I mean, things are working great. So, you know, don't just sit on this opportunity. Actually get into this opportunity. You know, what is $20? What is $20? Really, you know, it's nothing. So get in. Do it.
I love it. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Thanks for Kaya Celestia Faye. I have to like really practice like to say her name, okay? Hey, thanks for joining us. It's, you know, there's, you know, you can certainly get in at the 1995 level. That level is available. I always tell people, you know what, you know, get in though, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, get in. You could test it out if you want to, but I would say this thing is not going anywhere. It works. And the question is, why would it not work for you? Okay, because people send me messages and they be like, really, does this work? You know, and I'm like, that's not the question. Why would it not work? Why would it not work for you? It's working for all these ladies that are on the panel who, like I said, some didn't even want to recruit, right? But when you find something that works, that absolutely you can watch the little bite-sized videos, list products, sell products, make money, pay your bills, you know, pay whatever, you know, whatever discretionary income, you know, you want to make and do whatever you want to, then you can't help but share it. I mean, really, when I got in, I didn't really think I was going to be like, I had no idea I would make this much money in a company because I've never made this much money in a company. I mean, like this month I've probably done about $16,000 like in one company. Like I haven't even worked a job and made that type of money, right? And so, you know, income disclaimer, I can't guarantee that you will make that kind of money, but you know, this thing is big, okay? So don't let the 1995 fool you. This thing is really big. It's changing lives, and that's why so many people, they see the vision and they jump on and they run like crazy and they tell everybody they can because they know that people need something that works these days. We're sick and tired of, you know, all this other, you know, lotion potions and hocus pocus stuff, you know, that don't even, you know, it don't even work. You know, at the end of the day, you know, you want something that can make you money. All right, so awesome. Thank you, Rakaya, for joining us and everything like that. Cool. Scarlett, are you there? Like, it looks like it's your picture because it's like smiling, it's all perfect and stuff. You guys notice that? Awesome. I think she may be.
No, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, can you see me?
I can't see you, but I certainly can hear you. Oh wait, I can see. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Hello.
Come on, tell us about yourself.
Oh, thank you. I am from Tampa, Florida, and I actually am been doing this for about 6 months. I was in the mortgage industry for 15 years, fighting foreclosures, and decided to go back to school full time to become a life coach. And I had been involved in tried another network marketing company, and just it didn't have a really good experience with it. So there was no way. And then I started, but I learned tools. I feel like that I learned some great tools, how to do Craigslist, how some of the things that I feel like now it's all kind of pulled in together. And I did want to go back into the mortgage world. So I'm trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and I built this really great online mall thing called the Shindiggity, and but I wasn't getting traffic. So somehow, some way, somebody got to my mailbox, and I clicked it and thought I saw the Disney thing, and you know what? It totally made sense. Like watching what he was doing, absolutely. Totally made sense. And I thought, well, you know what? Okay, I'm going to try this. And so then I got it, and I sat on it for about a day or two. I think I signed up the 3rd, maybe, of February. And then my husband went on duty one night, and I just decided to watch all the videos and try it. Oh, my goodness. When I sold my first item, it took just 2 days, I was hooked. And the thing that I loved, honestly, I feel like personally that God's kind of put all these different things and molded them together. I'm in a class to be a life coach. The stuff that I'm reading in my life coach is exactly the stuff that I'm seeing in our group. It's just I'm involved in this group of people that like cheer you on and spur you on, and when you have questions, they answer it. And I'm thinking, I was in another place, and I was getting ready to have to figure out everything I was going to sell to be able to get the tools that I just got for $19.99. I mean, the stuff that is in the back office and the marketing is that in itself. You could take with any business that you do and create a business. And when it clicked in my head, and I remember seeing Jen Glidden. She was doing one of these, and I remember her talking about this, saying the first time, let me back up, the first time I watched her, and she said she did so well that she eventually started telling people. I thought, maybe. Okay, now when my phone starts going cha-ching, and we're having family dinners, and my kids are like, what is that? I have a 23-year-old, I have a 17-year-old, and I have a 13-year-old. And my 13-year-old goes, oh, yeah, that's Mom's going to go get us a cruise. And they're like, what? And she said she's got some picture over her computer of a cruise ship. And my 23-year-old, 17-year-old is like, oh, what is she doing? And now it fires them up. Every time that thing goes cha-ching, they're like, woohoo! So I just, I'm going to say that it's changed my family, the personal development part. I somehow, through the grace of God, through our group, came across Rachel Kelly. Where is she down there? She's my girlfriend. And I'm not even in her team. And she let me start getting on the Hangout with them. And I started reorchestrating my entire day around, my 12 o'clock book club that we do. And I reached out, and I was so excited to talk to her. Call her my grand sponsor, Miss Keisha Bass. And, she was awesome because it's like, just to be able to have the direction, okay, this is what you need to go. I've changed from just, my goal was 3 subscribers to my AWeber. Keisha, I want you to know I've gotten 8 today, and I got 6 yesterday. So I've doubled. Just little tips that she's given. So it's just, I love this group, and I love what I'm doing. I think that that I'm learning a tool to be able to do something. If someone just wants to go and do eBay and just wants to learn how to make money with that, you know, I could just do that. And then to be able to grow the business, I'm being able to use the life coach tools that I'm learning in my life coach class. I love that. So I just, you know, I am so grateful. And again, I really think that just everything, God just kind of put the whole puzzle piece together. And if you're thinking about signing up, and if somebody has you know, sent you to this place, click right now. It's $19.99. Just for $19.99, the social media advertising that you're going to learn on that, you're going to pay hundreds somewhere else. Just learning a trade, learning a job that I heard before. If this, not that it's going to, but if something happened to DS tomorrow, you guys could go out and create self-sustaining income from home just on that. And then that's not even, you're talking to someone that couldn't get on the other business. I couldn't get anybody, as much money as I spent, I couldn't get anybody to sign up. And I've got a team of 12 people, and I'm like loving it. I'm loving it, and I'm taking what I've watched, and I'm duplicating that. So I want to thank you guys. I thank you for letting me be here tonight, because you guys are my heroes, all of y'all, and I want y'all to know that. I do watch you guys, and I'm telling my daughter, I get to be on Keisha's website tonight. And she's like, oh, goodness, Mom. so she's like, you get more than 4 subscribers to your YouTube?
Tell her we're going to work on that. Don't worry about what we do.
Yeah, YouTube. My YouTube's going to be cranking next week. So I just want to thank you guys so much. I'm loving this. And it's become, the family's enjoying it, too. I love hearing about the 13-year-old. I'm going to make her, she's going to be on eBay this summer, my 12-year-old, our 13-year-old. So thanks, you guys.
Thank you, Scarlett, for joining us. And that's exactly, you know, what we have here. It's a family. I mean, honestly, I mean, there's, you know, companies are awesome. I mean, DS Domination is awesome. But the community, you know, that you create, it's priceless. I mean, it's priceless. There's no price tag that you could put on it. We're concerned about people in general, and not just dollar signs. And that's why, you know, for me, I'm more concerned about, you know, people. And see, I understood even before I had seen, you know, a lot of money in my bank account, I knew that in order for me to make a lot of money, I had to help a lot of people make a lot of money. So you should write that down. If you want to make a lot of money, okay, then you're going to have to help a lot of people make a lot of money. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to go and, you know, work your fingers to the bone day and night, but you give people a way. See, I wanted to, but before DS Domination even landed in my lap, you could go and look through my YouTube channel, and you'll see videos where I ended the videos and said, it's my goal, it's my dream to create generational wealth. And I said, not just for my family. That's so selfish. No, I wanted generational wealth not for my family, but for other people to actually create generational wealth in their family too. I had a goal of helping 100 families, okay, and I don't know how I did it. Like, honestly, I seriously don't know, but I just put the intention out there, and there came Jen, there came Valerie, there came Rachel, there came Regaya, and so generations, you know, there's Barbie, who, you know, so all these women, you know, they'll help generations. And then we can help. We can't save the entire world, but definitely we can make an impact on who we can. It takes money, right? And so we have a system, we have a way, you know, to actually create generational wealth. I can teach my 13-year-old, I told him, you're not getting no job. You're going to be on eBay, you're going to be listing items, and I'll pay you, right? But that's going to be, I'm going to show you how to create money. I'm not going to show you how to, you know, trade time for money. Go to Taco Time or somewhere and get some job, and they teach you how to work hard, and, you know, and maybe you'll get a raise or whatever like that. No, I'm going to teach you how to make as much money as you want to make. You go list your items, walk away, they sell, you ship it, boom, money's being made, right? I'm raising up entrepreneurs. I tell them, you want to go to college? That's awesome. Pay for it, you know? You know, awesome. So we're going to keep moving because we don't want to keep you guys too long tonight. Hey, Miss Lakeisha. Welcome back, girl. You got my...
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Looks like you got the baby over there.
Yeah, sorry, she's crying. So, I want to say thank you guys for having me on. You guys inspire me. I like seeing you guys' post every day. I do like the group in DS Domination and also UOP because, you know, sometimes you don't have, you know, some sales, but it's great to see, you know, people, you know, just inspire you and help you get back on track. But I wanted to say I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. I have 3 little girls. One is 5, the other one is 22 months, and then 5 months right here. So if I can do it, I can say you guys can do it as well. 1995 has really got me making a lot of money. I want to thank Rachel for putting me onto this. You know, this actually changed my life. I'm actually trying to come home, be with my kids, and just be a stay-at-home mother and also be an entrepreneur. But let me just go on with how this changed my life. It really, I think I met Rachel when my father actually got cancer last year, and they gave him 3 months to live. He passed away, and I just got pregnant right after he got, passed away. And I didn't know how I was going to even pay my daycare. We paid $1,500 a month with just daycare. So I had to do something. And when I heard about this, I was like, let me just try it out. I can't afford $20. I know it sounds like nothing, but it was something to me because it could buy my daughter her diapers. So I had just, let me see. So after I got that, I started making sales. I'm like, oh, I made my $20 back, so let's just try it again. So my husband started seeing money come into our account and just started seeing a lot of money started coming in. So he got on board and started, helping me out and posting things for me and, asking me, did you make money today? So, just seeing my kids, it really inspired me to keep going. So I started making more money. I actually started, I paid for Elite, and then I went to Monopoly, and then I just went to Unleashed just so I can do the boot camp. So with that being said, my boss is starting to see my post on my Facebook. He came to me and said, how can I get you to be, more passionate about, what at your job? And I'm like, there's no way you can make me be passionate to work for, just work for you guys and instead of me going home. So he actually wants to join because he saw the, the income started coming in. I started putting other people from work come in here. So it's doing pretty good for me. I actually is starting to see the residual income. My husband was like, how many people are under you? I now have 85 people under me. And so with that being said, I just wanted to say that you have to build your team first and try to help them be successful. And because honestly, if that's going to be your residual income, there's going to be people that might drop out. I started seeing people just dropping out like crazy. And then when I started helping them, to see the light of what I'm seeing and help them make sales, they started coming on board. And matter of fact, I just had somebody email me just now as we were on here saying that they're going to upgrade to Elite. So you just have to really stay focused and help your team out to build them. But that's all I have to say, you guys.
She just like, I like how you just like, oh yeah, 85 team members, and I love how casual with you said a 22-month-old, a 5-month-old, and give me that 5-year-old.
She's 5. She'll be 6. She'll be 6. Honestly, I forgot to say this. I am moving into my house soon. And honestly, DS Domination has started putting money for my down payment for my house. So this has really been changing my life, you guys. I love DS Domination. I will tell everybody. I got my mother in it. She having her people call me, and I'm getting people in for her. So I just want to, like you guys said, I love seeing people be successful as well. That helps drive me. Like I have my best friend's a stay-at-home mother, and I helped her make her first $200 sale last week. So these things right here, I know I can help people, and I just want to say thank you guys for helping me and helping me stay inspired.
Wow. Well, I have to say yeah, I'm actually more inspired than you are. Say, seriously, I mean, I've watched you. You know, I've watched you in the company, you know, and the team and stuff, and yeah, I'm really proud of you, Lakeisha. Like, I mean, like really, as a, you know, and she's in my organization, got my namesake, so you know, I really, you know, you have my heart. So, you know, my thing is, as you're talking, I'm saying, okay, God, how can we retire her? How can we create a plan to retire her? Because you obviously have, you know, what it takes to retire. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, so we, you know, so we'll definitely connect. So you can reach out to me or whatever. We can connect a little bit more. And this is what it's all about. Okay, this is what it's all about. You know, changing lives, right? That's what we've come to do. That's what we want to do. So if you're here tonight, click the join now button. Get started, okay? Because, you know, you won't see any success if you don't get started. So get started, because it, you know, maybe you're like Lakeisha tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, $20. You guys are saying it's just $20. Maybe, you know, for you it may be a stretch tonight, but stretch yourself. I'm telling you, you know, as the coach in me, you know, stretch yourself and do it, because guess what? If you don't do it, nothing will change. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing will change. You'll be here, you know, next week it'll be the same thing. But you know what? Just stretch yourself, even if you just take that step. And oftentimes we're trying to figure out how. Okay, I always talk to my coaching students. We're always trying to figure out how, because really, let's keep it 100. When I first got started, I didn't really have the money to buy any of the products, right? I didn't, you know, I really didn't, right? I really was, you know, like figuring out, like, okay, wait a minute, I got tuition, I have 2 kids in private school, I got an unemployment check. Hello, this don't add up, okay? But I stretched myself. I saw the vision. I said, you know what? I ain't got nothing to lose at this point. I don't have nothing to lose, really. And so with having nothing to lose, here I am sitting here today. I make 5 figures a month, you know, really, and I really could just stop talking. I could stop doing these hangouts. I could stop recruiting. I could stop talking about DS Domination, and you see, I would do 5 figures without it. I mean, that's true. But I want to help people. So guess what? I'm going to show up here on these Sunday nights after I've been at church all day. I done sang praise and worship. I done sing choirs, and I done did all this stuff. And I'm come right here on next Sunday night, and I'm going to talk to somebody else, and I'm going to share stories. I'm going to bring my friends and these rock stars out here and tell you to get started, okay? And tell you to do something to change it, because many people right now are getting income tax checks. This hurts my heart, because people are getting income tax checks. They're living on top of the world, and then in April they won't have any of that. They won't have no money, none whatsoever. And we think that income tax is something that, oh, the government gave me some money. The government didn't give you anything, right? That was your money anyways. They just held on to it for a year, tax-free, interest-free basically. So it was your money. So anyway, get started. Click the join now button, guys. We got one more person. I think I got one more. I think I'm at one more. Oh yeah, I think I'm right. Okay, awesome. My friend Rachel Kelly is here tonight, the fear coach. Okay. So, because you got some information, a message about, somebody just got a cha-ching. Oh, my God. Deidre just made a sale. Deidre, what are you doing over there? This is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. The fear coach is here. Maybe you're here tonight and you are fearful about clicking that button, right? You got your finger on the mouse to click join now, but fear is gripping you, and you just need somebody to just walk you through pushing the button and clicking join now. So I got the fear coach here tonight, and she can tell you how she overcame fear and how you can too. So Rachel Kelly, you got the floor.
Thank you very much, Keisha. I appreciate you. I appreciate each one of you on this panel, and I truly am blessed to be sitting here amongst all of you. I feel like you all are my sisters, my friends. I mean, I look across the panel, and I just about know everyone on this panel, and it is such a wonderful place to be. As Lakeisha, I call her Keisha, as she was sharing her story about her dad and, the journey that we had, and I look, and I don't know if those of you that are believers, one of the things her dad said to me, which really goes with me a long way, he says, sis, he said, he that helps a prophet will get a prophet reward, because at the time I did have another business that I was in, And I was committed to that business, but I stopped that business to be there for their family. And I'm looking at what God is doing in my business here at DS Domination. It is just a blessing. And to have Keisha come and join me on this journey is such a wonderful place to be. Just a little bit about me. I am married with 3 children. My oldest is 19. My youngest is 11. My youngest has Down syndrome. Back when I first wanted to come out online, I actually used to work for a factory back, I don't know, my daughter's 15, so 15 years ago I worked for a factory. I started network marketing back then also. Was doing a lot of home parties, and that was, anybody that's done home parties before know that after a while that gets kind of worn down, especially if you have children. One day I came home, and I haven't told you guys the story yet, so get ready for this one. One day I came home, and I saw a box that was sitting outside of my bedroom, and I said, what happened to this box? And it had knife holes through the entire box. And I said, wow, how did this box get like this? The whole box is stabbed up. What is this going on? And I didn't find out till the next week later. My oldest son, who was 19 now, said, Mommy, I had that knife. And I said, I was like, oh, I got to quit this job now. So, like, the following week, it was like, papers in, I'm not doing this anymore. I got to find another way to help my husband bring in an income. My husband was working a lot. He was tired. And my son was by himself. And I said, no more. So that was the beginning of my journey for wanting to do something different with my life. And I'm so honored to be on the Winning Women Network, because I have been here for a while, but never have I found the community, never have I found the connection, and I've been in a lot of programs. Here, I feel like this is family. And so what I'm going to say to you is, if you're looking for family, if you're looking for a place to come, you can be out here. I've been to other teams. I've been to other big teams. I've made money in other, but none of them did I feel like I belong. And that's what you want. I'm going to tell you now, click the gray button and join our team. Don't keep waiting. Don't keep holding on to, being afraid. And what I will say to you is, after I had my son, it was about 6 years later, I came out online and I started searching online because I didn't want to go back to doing the other stuff. And I joined this program, I joined that program, and many of you that are listening may do the same thing. You're listening to the training, but you're not taking action. You're afraid what will happen if I take the action. Well, what's going to happen if you don't take the action is you're going to stay in the same place that you were when you first got started. If you want a difference in your life, then you got to take the action. And fear will cripple so many of us from going forward and doing the things that we desire and we want in our life. If I would have stayed in that fear mode, and I did, I stayed in it for 2 years, but I wish I would have had somebody to kick me in my butt and tell me, get out there and do it. So I'm here to tell you, get out and do it. Because now, after 4 months of being in DS Domination, I'm going to tell you now, it doesn't happen in just any typical company that you come to. Because I've been in a lot of them. Yes, I've been able to make money, but just as, I don't know who was saying this, I think it was Barbie, because I've known Barbie for a long time too. Like I said, I feel like I know everybody. But my team wasn't making any money. And then if my team is not making, of course, I'm not going to make any money. Now I'm seeing my team make. I mean, in fact, I had somebody just inbox me, hey, I got my first sale. That doesn't happen anywhere else but in DS Domination. And it's such a wonderful place to be. So I am really, really thankful. I was just looking in my back office. I hit my 10K for my affiliate sales for being here. Income disclaimer, you must do the work. You must do the work. It's not going to happen if you don't take action. And then, it's kind of funny because I was talking to my husband. Now, my husband really doesn't get involved he hasn't gotten involved in anything I've done. And I said, babe, it's just so much, with me being a mom and things going. I said, I don't know if I should be doing the eBay side because I'm like stretched. And he said, well, which one are you going to make more money off of? I said, well, quite naturally, residual income is going to be where, I don't have to work as hard. And so what I did was, recently we had a trainer. I'm telling you, guys got to get in DS Domination. Click the link, because we had a tax guy come here, right? And he was talking about how you can't write off like paying for your child's college education, but you can write off paying your child to work for you so that your child can go pay for their college education. So I told my son last week, I said, I said, sometimes I may not have been consistent with paying you, but I'm sending you a timesheet. I need you to fill it out. Matter of fact, I have it where it monitors him. Just like if I was outsourced to anybody else, it monitors him, and it shows me that he's put his work in. So as soon as I get off this Hangout, I'm about to write him a check, and I'm going to document it so it could be a part of my tax deduction. So now I'm building both sides of my business while and seeing my team grow. So again, Keisha, I love you. Thank you very much for, I mean, just like, that's my buddy back there, y'all. That's my buddy up there. So, and I love all of you ladies, and I love those are my team. Those are here that are listening in. Come on and be a part of a community that really, really will embrace you and help you to your journey to success. Take care.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Love you too. Thank you for that story. I'm so glad that Cassius is going to really profit from this, because honestly, Rachel will tell you that I sent her the link to this and told her to give it to Cassius because I didn't want him working at UPS. Okay, I just felt like he could make more money online, and so I said give Cassius this link because I knew she was doing something else and stuff, and I didn't want to take her off her focus. We're big on focus, okay? I didn't want her to be unfocused, so I said give this to Cassius because you know what? I'm about saving lives. I'm about changing families. I'm about helping people, and I was like, hey, give it to him. So I'm glad that he's going to benefit from the DS Domination business. However, it doesn't matter to me. So ladies and gentlemen, you have heard. You want to say something, Rachel?
Yeah, I was gonna say he not only is he listing my items, but he has his own account. He's building his own, so he's doing both. So he's profiting in both areas, which is really awesome. So not only has it been a blessing to me, but it's been a blessing to my son also.
Nice.
He doesn't have to work for UPS anymore.
I'm so glad. I mean, nothing against UPS because we do use them to ship our items. So I'm if you're a UPS employee, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with UPS. My little brother works for UPS now, and I'm trying to show him the vision. Sometimes young people, it takes them a little bit, and I had to get on the phone with Cassius and kind of, help him see the big picture. So I have to do the same thing for my little brother. But if you're here and you're a parent, you're a mother, and you have, high school children or whatever, man, put them to work. Okay, they can actually make money from home, and you can actually, once you get inside the company, you'll get access to the tax webinar, which will help you reduce your taxes, okay, because there's no sense in making all this money and then you got to pay the government all these taxes. So we have a solution for everyone. So whether you're a six-figure income earner, you're watching this and you're saying, what does this have to do with me, right? We can show you how to replace income. We can show you how to replace. I did it. I got started in October of 2013, and here it is March of 2014, and it's I don't even, like I said, I'm done. Honestly, I could really be done if I wanted to, but I'm not. I'm never gonna I'm not gonna do that. But we can show you how to replace an income where you don't have to keep trading time for money. Some people are coaches, and in a coaching business, if you don't show up and get on the phone, you can't hand that off to anybody else. But we have a solution, a system that you could literally hand off to someone else to actually do if you wanted to. But you're here tonight. You heard all the stories from all the ladies that are here on the panel tonight. I appreciate every single one of them for coming and sharing with you. So all you need to do at this point is click the Join Now button. I think it's a great button on this Hangout. Click that button. Get started. Okay, get started at the $19.95 level. You can do that if you would like. List some items. Watch them sell because I know they will. Whether it takes you 24 hours or 48 hours, 2 weeks, whatever. See the process through. I promise you'll be so glad you did. We're going to be here next week at the very same time on the very same station, and I got a special guest that is actually committed to coming. You guys are not going to believe this woman's story. You're not going to believe it. After you hear this story next week, you'll have no excuses, right? There won't be anything you can message me and say about you getting started or about you doing this business, because this lady's story is unbelievable. But she's going to be here next week, so I want you to come back next week. And actually, when you get started, hey, send out a shout out to me inside of our 8,000 member group and let me know that you got started tonight so that I'll know and I'll be able to welcome you and congratulate you and give you a virtual hug inside of our team. So you guys have a great night. Thanks for showing up. We'll see you next week. Bye.